What if the people rooting against you were the reason for you to keep going? What if the hate, the doubt, and the trolling weren't signs to stop, but your fuel to keep rising? Let me tell you why this message matters and why I'm not just talking from theory, but I'm talking from my own experience. Just over 3 years ago, I was working a full-time job in corporate America. I was 311 pounds, unhealthy, exhausted, and stuck in the cycle that was slowly breaking me. I had type 2 diabetes, an A1C of 13.4, and I felt like I was just consistently chasing change without ever catching it. Today, I'm self-employed, I'm thriving, and I'm living a life that I couldn't imagine back then. I'm down 111 pounds. I reversed my type 2 diabetes, but more importantly, I found peace, balance, and joy. And I've built a way of living that I call Living 95 that doesn't demand perfection. It doesn't punish you. It doesn't require shots or pills. I'm not saying all of this to brag. And I'm not saying it to go, look at me. Heck, I'm still on the journey. I know I don't look like the picture of perfect health that the world paints with muscles and real thin and running ultra marathons. But that's the whole point. Living 95 isn't about perfection. It's about progress that lasts. I share all of this because I've been there. I know what it's like to feel stuck, to feel judged, to feel like nothing's ever going to work. And I know what it takes to finally break through all of that and do it in a way that lasts. And when you live differently, when you live with balance instead of extremes, with purpose instead of punishment, some people won't get it at all. Some people will even judge it, and some will wait for you to fail. But here's the twist that they won't see coming: how you're going to flip their doubt into drive, and you're going to stay grounded when the noise gets loud. And today, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. So stick with me till the end, because I'm sharing the mindset shift that took me from 311 pounds, diabetic and drained, to free, focused, and finally at peace. This episode isn't about your haters. It's about what they reveal to you and how to rise because of it. So let's dive into it.
You're listening to the Health, Tech, and Wellness Podcast, where we cut through the noise and get straight to what really works for real people. This is more than just losing weight. It's about gaining life and doing the things you never thought you could do, building lasting confidence, and creating a body and mind you truly love. I'm your host, John Adams. I've spent years refining a transformative, sustainable plan that's realistic, balanced, and proven to work. And I'm on a mission to share the strategy that changed my life and help others build the life they truly deserve.
Welcome to episode 25 of the Health, Tech, and Wellness Podcast. I'm your host, John Adams. And today we're going to talk about something that's been a big part of my personal growth and the Living 95 lifestyle, whether I wanted it to be or not. Haters, critics, the comment section experts, the people watching not to support you, but to catch you slipping. And here's the thing. If you're doing something different, if you're creating change, if you're making visible progress without following the traditional script, people are going to talk. And you know why? Because your change makes them uncomfortable. And let me give you a real example of that. Almost every single video that I put out, whether it's a full podcast episode or just a quick moving in the morning motivational clip, they all get 3 dislikes. Now, that's just on YouTube, by the way. I don't see that on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or even TikTok. None of those other platforms that I post on, I don't see any of it. I guess it would just take too much effort to find my content on all of those other platforms just to hate on it. But anyway, now, you wouldn't even know any of that if I didn't tell you, because YouTube doesn't show the dislikes publicly anymore, but I see them. I don't know if it's the same exact 3 people every single time. And I'm not saying it's anybody that I know personally, but those 3 little thumbs down, They show up even on videos where I'm literally talking about mental health, encouraging people, or even giving out the 988 suicide hotline number. Like, who hits dislike on all of that? And yet, there they are. But here's what I always remind myself: it's not about me, it's about the fact that we're showing up, we're speaking up, and we're doing something that challenges people's comfort zone, something that maybe even makes them feel seen and not in a good way. So, yeah, you're going to get shade, but that just means that you're shining. Living 95 isn't just about food or fitness, it's a mindset, a lifestyle shift. And when you decide to stop doing what the rest of the world expects and start doing what actually works, you're going to get some side eye, because living 95 isn't extreme. It's not flashy. It's not loud. It's sustainable. It's quiet and it's balanced. There's no finish line you're sprinting towards. The goal is a long, happy, healthy life. You're not racing, you're moving. And yeah, sometimes that progress slows to a crawl. Sometimes it feels like nothing's changing at all. The weight just stops. But then, almost out of nowhere, the weight loss picks up again. And the whole time, you're still getting healthier. You're still becoming a happier person, and you're still showing up. And that threatens people who only know how to measure effort by pain, sacrifice, and punishment. So today I want to go deep on how to take all of that noise, all the criticism, all the trolling, and all the doubters, and turn it into fuel to push you. Not rage, and definitely not revenge, but purpose-driven momentum that keeps you aligned with your why, your values, and your version of success. Now, let's be honest. Doing it the extreme way gets applause. Wow, look how disciplined you are. That's intense. You're hardcore. But living 95 doesn't always look intense. It looks like choosing grilled chicken and pushing hard on most days, and then having a slice of cake at a birthday party. It's like walking or running on most days and resting on others. It looks like saying, I'm tired, and letting that be enough. Not quitting, just lowering the bar temporarily when it's needed. And people don't always understand that. So they criticize it. They call it lazy or watered down, or that you're not committed. And if you're not careful, that noise gets in your head, and it makes you start to question all of the progress you've made so far, makes you question the plan and your own worth. But here's the truth: their criticism says more about their fear than your choices. We're doing what they can't imagine doing, succeeding with peace. And that's not supposed to work. Just remember, the hate is rarely about you. It's about what your progress says about them. Your balance exposes their chaos. Your calm challenges their grind. Your choice to stop starting over and just keep going, it triggers everything that they haven't faced yet. You're not the enemy. You're their mirror. When I started living 95, I didn't expect all of the hate that I get, but I learned something very quickly. People root against what they don't understand. It's not that they're mad at me, it's not that they're mad at you, but they don't get it. They'll call you fake. They're going to call you soft, and they're going to call you undisciplined. Trust me, I get all of this in the comments and out loud. But really, they're just scared. Scared that what you're doing might actually work. Scared that it didn't have to be so hard all the time for what they're doing. So let's be real. Sometimes that hate is going to hurt. Sometimes it's going to shake you, but that's normal. But here's how to turn it into power. Number one, don't fight it. Feel it. Let it sting for just 1 second, but don't sit on it. Think about it, take it in, and let it go. Number two, ask yourself, Why did that hit me so hard? Usually, it's not just about the comment or the hater. It's because it touched something older, an old wound, a past failure, a moment where you felt small, where you felt judged or not enough. Maybe it echoes something someone once said to you that stuck with you. A parent, a high school coach. You never know. But maybe it's a mirror of doubt that you've been trying to silence this entire time. That sting, that's not weakness, that's awareness. And when you name it, you take away its power. You stop reacting from the wound and you start responding with strength. Number 3, remember your why. This lifestyle and podcast did not find you by accident. It wasn't some random scroll or some lucky moment that you were searching for. You were searching for something different, something sustainable, something real. In the middle of all that chaos, the burnout, and the disappointment, this way of living found you. You're not here because it's trendy. You're here because you were tired of starting over. You were tired of chasing perfection. You're tired of all the guilt and finally ready to choose peace over punishment. Your why isn't loud. It's not to prove people wrong. It's to prove to yourself that you're worthy of a life that feels good. So when the noise gets loud, go back to that because that is what's real. That is what keeps you moving forward. Number 4, use their energy. Let their doubt push your consistency, not as revenge, but as a reminder. You don't need their approval. You need your belief in yourself. Number 5, stay public. Stay visible. Don't shrink back. Every time that you show up, you take power away from their narrative. Let your noise remind you that your version is so real that they're watching, waiting for any slip up so they can feel better about themselves. Let them watch. Let them comment. You just keep showing up all the time. Stay consistent. It's easy to get discouraged when you feel like you're doing the right thing the quiet way and the world only rewards the loud grind. But just because something isn't trending doesn't mean it isn't working. And Living 95 is working. It worked for me when I lost over 100 pounds without pills, shots, or crash diets. It worked when I dropped my A1C from 13.4 to 5.3. It worked when I finally felt human again and finally in control of my life. And it's still working over 3 years later. And yes, people still hate. People still doubt. But here's the thing. They doubted before you started. They'll doubt you when you're succeeding, and they'll still doubt you even after you've changed your life, just waiting for you to slip back. Because that's what they're used to, the all or nothing grind, followed by a crash that leaves you worse off than before you ever started. So don't let their doubt define your direction. If you're hearing the noise, it means you're moving. If they're watching, it means you've got something worth seeing. If they're criticizing, it means you're no longer playing their game. Let your haters be your background music, your progress, not your narrator of your story. You're not David Goggins, and that's okay. You're you, and you're doing something that lasts. And that makes people uncomfortable. So keep showing up, keep moving forward, and keep living 95. And as always, stay healthy, stay balanced, and keep driving forward. I'll see you next time.